If you guys aren't aware, right now, in theory, you could go and sign up for the Throne and Liberty closed South Korean beta. Now, I've been trying to do this. I've been asked for a guide on how to do this, and at this time of recording, I'm still unable to secure a Korean phone number in order to quote-unquote verify my identity. The good news is that coming later this month, we're all going to be able to see some footage, be able to actually get more real up-to-date information about this game, so there will be more analysis and coverage for Throne and Liberty regardless of if I get access or not. But note that I'm still going to be working on that aspect. But as a part of this video, I want to provide kind of that status update, but also talk about, from a software developer's perspective, the problem that I see with this South Korean beta. This isn't just a rant session, mind you. I am, actively concerned with a couple of key points, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the discussion in and of itself. This is going to be building off of the last problem with video that I did about Redfall, and y'all seem to really like it. It did bring in a lot of new people that are either, pro Xbox or pro, Sony. So the comment section in and of itself was a wild mess, but it was fun and entertaining for me to read regardless. I am building up new series based off of kind of the problem with looking at a couple of topics that I've had on the back burner. And one of these actually comes directly from you, talking about the problem with video game AI. So if you guys are new to the channel, hello and welcome. My name is Brian. If you're a returning subscriber, I really hope you enjoyed this series. Lots to explore as I dip in and out of taking care of the new baby and the wife and the kids. We've been battling a round of strep per kid per day. So if you don't see me for a few days, note that I'm sleep deprived, and that's just a general fact about life. But let's go ahead and talk about this because I want to kind of point this out. Right now, I'm actually pinging up on a place called Call Hippo. I've been trying to research how to get a Korean virtual number. This might not work. I'm talking with their tech support, so just note that's one aspect. The other aspect of what I've done in the past is use New Gameway, where you can buy various different Korean-based accounts. I'm not recommending you go out and spend money. There is no Throne and Liberty option yet, but I would venture to bet we might see some once the approvals for the registration goes out. But just note, keep in mind, I'm still working through this problem, and hopefully I can be able to play the upcoming closed beta, because we'll talk about the global version here in just a minute. Now, in this case, a couple things that I want to kind of call out right away. Throne and Liberty up to this point has been and is still kind of a mystery-based game. It exists in our minds, positive and negative, and we don't truly know what this game is. We've got our theories, we've seen the analysis, we've got, any number of things that people, debate online. And honestly, it's been a lot of fun. I think that's a fun aspect of gaming, trying to solve the problem. At the end of this month, that will change. There will be up-to-date, real-time streams, images, details to be able to be translated, to be able to be discussed. And for some of y'all, you might not like what you see. And for others, you might actually switch sides. Like, it will be interesting to me to see what happens after the end of this month. If you were anti or on the fence about Throne and Liberty, do you fall one side of the fence or another? Only time is going to tell from that perspective. Now, I don't at the moment feel personally that AGS is quote unquote ready. The site playthroneandliberty.com, which is the global version that is going to be managing basically when I say the global Western version in this case, the site for the news and stuff still is not public. If it doesn't go up by the 8th or the 9th of next week, just note that means several things. It means that I don't think we're getting a beta this month. It does mean that we might see the beta in June. And if you guys are like me, June already looks to be one heck of an insane month. 2023 in terms of gaming has been a great year for me. I'm not going to lie. Final Fantasy Pixel Remasters has been my go-to game, mid feedings and diaper changes and things like that. That's just the nature of it, and I'm so glad that I have access to that on my Switch. But the question remains, where the hell is it on Xbox? That's another video for another day. So I do feel like it's odd when we're starting to talk about this, where if, at least in terms of the language they've been using, it seems like they want that global simultaneous release, Korea and the West. Unless we've misheard that, and there's a concern that I have with that. They could think global simultaneous release, that's separate from the Korean version, and we've never even considered that up until now. Time will tell. Be sure to kind of keep it locked here. If they launch in Korea first, am I going to be upset about it? Not at all. The reason is from a problem perspective, from my dev perspective, to really truly address the title of this video, whether you think it's clickbait or not, you can sound off in the comments. The answer is it's SEO. Like, that's the theory, is that YouTube's going to recommend that name based off of the fact that the last video I had with the title did well. We'll wait and see. But localization and translations. Now, I think AGS has done a great job with voice acting. Like, if you look at New World, whether you like the game or not, they are really investing in that game. And as a player, that makes me absolutely excited to see. As a realist, is that when we start looking at the number of languages that need to be supported, the amount of work, the fact that I know they got job listings for Japanese translators. I'm assuming they have some on staff, but still, they have a lot of work due to them. This is also for Blue Protocol. This is also for Throne of Liberty. Like, there is a lot of work that AGS is moving in this case. And to tell you the truth, like, that's not free time. That's not this easy amount. That's not just press button and it ChatGPT auto corrects it all to the right values. And then on top of that, you toss in voice acting, which I think is a really nice touch. I'm glad that they do that. It really adds a lot to the game and to the characters. But I do see this taking more time than maybe they were assuming, or maybe that they were planning, or who knows, maybe they've hit some roadmaps. The problem with game development in general is that a lot of people forget the human resources component. A lot of people forget that people don't necessarily need to be tied to one specific job. And in this world right now, where it feels like there's just so much turmoil one way or the other, sometimes things get shifted, right? Now, in terms of all of that, I just kind of wanted to give you guys this video, this topic, before I lose my mind. I need to go talk to somebody about video games, and my kids just look at me with a blank face when I say, hey, Throne of Liberty's beta, I don't think it's going to happen for us this month. And they're like, what? Can you cut me up some watermelon or something like that, Dad? But I'm clearly starting to lose my mind from sleep deprivation. I'm going to wrap it up there, guys. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I'm looking forward to giving you guys more Throne of Liberty coverage. And hopefully, if I get through with like Call Hippo or whomever, that I'm able to either provide you some real-time video footage, guides, information as that becomes available. Or if nothing else, to be able to kind of sit back with you guys, watch some streams, and see what this game truly is. The positive is we're going to learn more. The negative is it's that mystery is gonna be less mysterious, and that's going to mean one of two things: whether it's going to be worth your time or it's not. And it's honestly probably better to know now than find out before you take time off work or something. That don't do that for games as a service games, guys. Always week one is a cluster show. So at least if nothing else, I know the hype is real, but just manage your time appropriately. Don't get burned. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap up the video. Hopefully, I'll see you in the next several videos. Be sure to subscribe so that you can see when those go up. Sometimes YouTube notifies people about my videos. Sometimes it doesn't. So maybe consider ringing the bell, or just check back here. I post pretty much daily-ish. There's only a handful of days that I don't usually post, and that's actually more the rarity than anything else. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for your time. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully I'll see you in the next one. But until then, take care.